Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Catherine, and today we are going to be starting our playthrough of Dragon Age Origins. I'm hoping to be playing through all three of the Dragon Age games during this pandemic, during this weird quarantine where it's really hard to find work and not super easy to get into graduate school. So that's our situation today. I've played through Origins a couple of times, a few times all the way through, a few times just partially. But before we do anything else, let's just get on into a new game. We're going to start with Origins, we'll be playing Awakening later, but let's start with Origins. Hopefully there won't be any framing issues. And so is the golden city blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. Canticle of Threnodies 8:13.
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings, the Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. It may even be too late. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Okay, so we are going to be playing Origins. I'm really excited. I love the Grey Wardens so much. So I'm going to be playing as myself. So we're going to be playing as a woman, as a human, so most numerous, most divided of all the races, only united under a single cause 4 times. In the last, it was in centuries ago, religion and chantry play a large part in human society, and it's a very big distinguishing factor from elves and dwarves. They can be warriors, rogues, or mages. Obviously, elves can also be warriors, rogues, or mages. Dwarves can only be warriors or rogues because dwarves don't have a connection to the Fade. We get a bonus to strength, dex, magic, and cunning, which is really nice. We're going to be playing as a mage because I really like the mage origin. My first playthrough of Origins was with an Amell mage, and she's kind of really shaped everything I know about the game. I made a lot of mistakes with her. I didn't know the game at all, and I didn't recruit a rogue, and I didn't recruit Sten. I made a ton of mistakes as my original Amell, which is why I played the second game all the way through pretty much immediately after as my Harriel, where I made pretty much all the right choices. But yeah, we're going to be playing as a mage because I do think that if I existed in the Dragon Age universe, I probably would be a mage. I do a lot of mental things, far less so than physical, as far as like my chosen career path and my schooling has been. Alright, we wield a power as dangerous as potent. You know the magic's a curse for those lacking the will to control it. Anxiously await your harrowing. One chance to prove yourself against the demons that lurk within and without. Succeed or be slaughtered by the knights who ward against your kind. So I love playing as a mage, and mages are kind of overpowered in Origins, but I do wish that there was an option for if you were playing an elf mage for you to be Dalish. It's kind of
Greetings.
lame that elves can't be mages in the Dales. Like in the Dalish, you can't be a Dalish mage in Origins, and that's really lame because obviously there are mages in the Dalish culture. The keeper is the first, whatever, and I don't want to do any eyeshadow or tattoos, but it's it really sucks that that's the case because I would love to be playing a mage, uh, a Dalish mage instead of a human mage, just because it's really fun to play a mage. But the Magi origin is really one of my least favorite origins, and I've played all of them except Braska. So I've already made my character once before, so I just have to redo it. Obviously, I can't look exactly like myself because there aren't a whole lot of options to. Let's see, that's the dark blue. My hair is not this color, unfortunately. My hair is actually burgundy right now, and even my natural hair is less red and more like blondie brown than that, but whatever. Small nose. Oh, wait, this one. Click. There we go. Right. Um. Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm just not speaking there. Um. At first, I was just describing what I look like. I'm really excited to play this game. It's the best. I'm a little bummed that I can't make my character look like myself, though. Not really, because I have a much rounder face than this. That's close-ish. And I also have glasses and, like I said, burgundy hair. Oh well. I was first introduced to Origins in a free sale. It was really weird. Um, it was when Inquisition came out. Origins did a sale, like not Origins. Sorry, this game is called Origin. Origin, the like gaming software Origin, did a sale where they gave out free games of Origins, and the 2 was on discount. I got Origins then, even though I didn't know what it was, because I was like, oh, it sounds interesting and it's free, I'll take it. Um, so I did that, and I am so, so glad I did. I'm gonna go with the violent voice because I think it's got some really fun lines. When I played Mahariel, I went with the violent voice for him, and I will never forget and always love the Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back line? It's the best.
Greetings.
So I'm not sure if the female voice actor does that line too, but I hope so. And yes, we're going to be playing as me, so we're going to be Catherine Amell. I think I'm going to go ahead and pump 2 into Cunning, just so that I can be on par for getting my coercion up, because coercion is really important in this game. And then I will raise my magic and willpower as such. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put the point into coercion. Later I will be putting a bunch of points into survival, because survival is one of my favorite trees to expand. But we're going to start with coercion. And I'm going to try to be mostly a primal mage, because I think that's one of the best trees. Good, this is the Master of Scrolls. I have 2 mice, and one of them, the middle button, does not work. So I was very happy to discover that this one is the one that does work. I don't know if I'll actually be doing the mage tier. Arcane Mastery and Staff Focus are really good, but I never get past it because I never use Arcane Shield. But that's okay. So we're going to start out with a point in Winter's Grasp, so a point in Frost, and a point in Light. Alright, so let's dive on in. We're going to play on normal difficulty, just because I don't want to be replaying battles a whole lot, but I want a little bit of a challenge, and I don't want to have to use tactics like crazy. I know I'll have to later game, and certainly I'll have to in Awakening, but we're going to stick with normal difficulty. Let's go.
On a cliff overlooking the dark waters of Lake Calenhad stands the tower fortress that is home to the Circle of Magi. This tower is the only place in Ferelden where mages may study their art among others of their kind. Within the high stone walls, the Circle practices its magic and trains apprentices in the proper use of their powers. But the Circle Tower is as much a prison as a refuge. The ever-vigilant Templars of the Chantry watch over all mages, constantly alert for any sign of corruption. This gilded cage is the only world you know. Found to be sensitive to magic at a young age, you were torn from your family and grafted here as an apprentice. Now, that apprenticeship is nearly over. All that remains is the final test, the Harrowing.
Magic exists to serve man, and never to rule over him. Thus spoke the prophet Andraste as she cast down the Tevinter Imperium, ruled by mages who had brought the world to the edge of ruin. Your magic is a gift, but it's also a curse. For demons of the Dream Realm, the Fade, are drawn to you, and seek to use you as a gateway into this world.
This is why the Harrowing exists. The ritual sends you into the Fade, and there you will face a demon, armed with only your will.
What happens if I cannot defeat the demon?
It will turn you into an abomination, and the Templars will be forced to slay you. This is Lyrium, the very essence of magic, and your gateway into the Fade.
The Harrowing is a secret out of necessity, child. Every mage must go through this trial by fire. As we succeeded, so shall you. Keep your wits about you, and remember the Fade is a realm of dreams. The spirits may rule it, but your own will is real.
The apprentice must go through this test alone, First Enchanter. You are ready.
Alright. Going into the Fade. See? Oh. Alright. So, here we are in the Fade. Yeah, we just got the quest for Soldier's Pass, and also the Harrowing, but the Soldier's Pass is obviously from the DLC. So let's run around and hopefully do our Harrowing in this first episode. After that, we will see.
I'll get on it.
She'll get on it. Alright, great. Good to hear. I will probably be holding down tab a large majority of my playthrough, just because I think it's The easiest things to do. Yeah, and I am having issues with my frames. I don't know what's up with that. I've been trying to fix it by removing things from my computer. Hopefully it doesn't persist too bad. Also, in recent playthroughs of this game, I have had some issues with the game crashing. Another thing we're hoping to not run into. Another thing we're hoping to not run into. Hello, welcome to Catherine's list of things we don't want to happen. That is also, I really don't want this game to crash. It's been doing that some, and that's unpleasant. And also,
Someone else thrown to the wolves, as fresh and unprepared as ever. It isn't right that they do this, the Templars. Not to you, me, anyone.
Is this the Fade? You're a talking rat. No, it isn't right at all. I'll succeed, right or not. No, it isn't right at all.
But they keep doing it, don't they? We get treated like rabid dogs, and we let them get away with it. It's always the same. But it's not your fault. You're in the same boat I was, aren't you? Allow me to welcome you to the Fade. You can call me, well, Mouse.
Not your real name, I take it? You took the Harrowing? You can change your shape? You took the Harrowing?
It's fuzzy, that time before. They wake you up in the middle of the night and drag you to the Harrowing chamber. And then, the Templars kill you if you take too long, you see. They figure you failed, and they don't want something getting out. That's what they did to me, I think. I have no body to reclaim, and you don't have much time before you end up the same.
What am I supposed to do? How long do I have exactly? That's not going to happen to me. I'm sorry for what happened. I'm sorry for what happened.
Don't waste time with that talk. You don't want to end up like this. There's something here, contained, just for an apprentice like you. You have to face the creature, a demon, and resist it. If you can. That's your way out. Or your opponents, if the Templars wouldn't kill you. A test for you. A tease for the creatures of the Fade.
Anything can die. I doubt it's as simple as that. Why pit me against such a creature? I don't understand why this test is so feared. Why pit me against such a creature?
A question for those in the tower. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to ask. Maybe someday, so will I. There are others here. Other spirits. They will tell you more. Maybe help. If you can believe anything you see. I'll follow, if that's all right. My chance was long ago. But you may have a way out.
Right. So, we have a mouse.
A dangerous spirit is not far. Don't go near it unless you're ready to fight.
Right. So, that's where we would be fighting, is over there, but we aren't ready for that yet. Let's see what else is in this Fade. Oh, well, there's something up there, I see. Okay, Whisper.
I'll get on it.
Good old...
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Ah, the classic. Love that line. It's executed much better by the male voice actor. I will say that something very interesting about Origins is that not everything is fully voice acted.
I'll get on it.
I think it's a bit strange, but whatever. Let's just kill everything that's here first. I know there's Valor up there, and we'll handle him in a bit. Oh, lives it. Oh, but I do want to go look at this, actually, and get the basic healing. I like to get all the codexes just because they're XP, but I won't be reading any of them except the quest codexes. So if there's anything you need me to read or something like that, please leave it in the comments. Also, I see we're getting along at about 20 minutes. I'm going to try to keep the episodes between about 20 and 30. I don't want it to be too long. Oh, hit V and something happened. Oh dear. We're good. We just lost my UI. Not ideal, but it's okay. Let's just punch those spherical, I guess.
Now's better than later.
Well, that's what happens when you don't have a staff yet. Oh dear.
Be cautious. There is another spirit here.
There is another spirit here. He's right behind us.
I love how desperate you are. You're pathetic.
So I know all the sounds in combat are a lot louder than all the sounds out of combat. Hopefully it's not too bad. Alright, Well, here's the sloth demon. Let's go answer some questions and hope that I don't look too terrible being quizzed.
So, you are the mortal being hunted, and the small one, is he to be a snack for me?
I don't like this. He's not going to help us. We should go.
No matter. The demon will get you eventually, and perhaps there will even be scraps left.
Are you here to help me? What kind of spirit are you? Why wait for scraps? Come get some now. What do you know about this demon? Just keep your distance. What do you know about this demon?
I know that you will fail your test, and he will eat you. Be gone. Surely you have better things to do than bother sloth, mortal. Oh, I tire of you already.
I need help defeating a demon. Why are you called Sloth? What are you? And I need to go. I need help defeating a demon.
Even if I were willing to help, mortal, what would you have me do? Fight the demon for you? He and I have no quarrel, and I am quite comfortable where I am. Thank you.
You're not animated
He
quite
looks
well.
powerful. It might be possible that he could teach you to be like him.
Like me? You mean teach the mortal to take this form? Why? Most mortals are too attached to their forms to learn the change. You, on the other hand, little one, might be a better student. You let go of the human form years ago.
I don't think I'd make a very good bear. How would I hide?
Hiding doesn't solve anything. We need to face our fears. You could help me fight the demon. I thought you were here to help, but you're just a coward. Hiding doesn't solve anything. We need to face our fears.
We? I have faced more in this place than you can imagine. Fear is just one more thing. But you are right. Hiding doesn't help. I'm sorry, it's the Fade. It changes you. I'll try. I'll try to be a bear. If you'll teach me.
That's nice. But teaching is so exhausting. Away with you now.
I told you he wasn't going to help us.
Mouse wants to learn. Teach him. You can't just suggest something and then change your mind. Why are you called Sloth? What are you? It's useless talking to you. Well, we know why he's called Sloth. It's like one of the 7 deadly sins. He's lazy. He doesn't want to teach. It makes sense. You can't suggest something and then change your
I
mind.
can't. You have so much to learn about the Fade, little mortal.
Mouse wants to learn. Teach him.
You wish to learn my form, little one? Then I have a challenge for your friend. Answer 3 riddles correctly, and I will teach you. Fail, and I will devour you both. The decision is yours.
Sure. Let's do it. I accept your challenge, Sloth.
Truly? Oh, this gets more and more promising. My first riddle is this. I have seas with no water, coasts with no sand, towns without people, mountains without land. What am I?
So this is probably one of the easiest, of his 3. Because seas without water, coasts with no sand, towns without people, and mountains with no land. That's pretty easy. It's the map. It's a map. A desert doesn't have water, but it does have sand. A boat, it doesn't have seas or coasts or towns or mountains. The moon has mountains and coasts, no sand, but it's got land. And then an idea and a dream, not right.
Correct. Let's move on. The second riddle. I'm rarely touched, but often held. If you have wit, you'll use me well. What am I?
So this is the one I messed up on when I played as Amell, when I played as my first Amell. Because I had it between my temper and my tongue. And I said my temper because you hold your temper, you use your temper well, But you can't touch your temper. You can, however, touch your tongue.
Yes, your witty tongue. Fair enough. One more try, shall we? Often will I spin a tale, never will I charge a fee. I'll amuse you an entire eve, but alas, you won't remember me. What am I?
I think the first part of that riddle isn't really useful because amusing you an entire eve and not remembering you is the most important part, especially the not remembering part. And that definitely means a dream, because why wouldn't you remember a riddler, a liar, music book, or a spider?
You are correct. Rather apropos here in the Fade, no? But you've won my challenge and proven yourself an amusing distraction. So, I shall teach you my form. Now, listen carefully.
Like this? Am I a bear? It feels heavy.
Close enough. Go then, and defeat your demon, or whatever you intend to do. I grow weary of your mortal prattling.
Alright, so that's Sloth. We're gonna go do Valor. I think this episode's gonna run a little over 30 minutes because we're gonna try to do Valor and then also defeat our Fade Demon. Once we get back into the real world, we'll talk to Jalen. Oh, but let me kill this wolf first.
I'll get on it.
These wolves first, rather. Oh, good. Mouse is a bear. That's a spirit wolves.
Over your head. Excellent.
Great. Now let's go talk to Valor. See what he has to say to us.
Another spirit.
Another mortal thrown into the flames and left to burn, I see. Your mages have devised a cowardly test. Better you were pitted against each other to prove your mettle with skill, and to be sent unarmed against a demon.
Fight each other? We're not warriors. I agree, but I didn't have a choice. You know why I'm here? I agree, but I didn't have a choice.
Indeed. The choice and the fault lies with the mages who sent you here. That you remain means you have not yet defeated your hunter. I wish you a glorious battle to come.
I need your help. What kind of spirit are you? Don't you know of the Harrowing? Did you create all these weapons and I should go? Did you create all these weapons?
They are brought into being by my will. I understand that in your world, mages are the only ones who can will things into being. Those mortals who cannot must lead such hollow, empty lives.
I need your help. Would one of these weapons affect the demon? What kind of spirit are you? And what else do you know of the Harrowing? Would one of these weapons affect the
Without a
demon?
doubt. In this realm, everything that exists is the expression of a thought. Do you think these blades be steel? The staves be wood? Do you believe they draw blood? A weapon is a single need for battle, and my will makes that need reality. Do you truly desire one of my weapons? I will give one to you, if you agree to duel me first. Valor shall test your mettle as it should be tested.
I agree to your duel, Valor. I am no warrior. I have no match against you. And what are the rules of this duel? Willpower. It seems you prefer to kill me yourself, and no, I'm not interested. And what are the rules of this duel?
If I believe you capable of slaying the demon, I will stop the duel and give you the staff. If I find you unworthy, I will slay you. I trust those rules are simple enough to remember, mortal.
I agree to your duel, Valor, and then the same information. I agree to your duel, Valor.
As you wish, mortal. Do you understand the rules I explained to you?
Yes, I understand, and if I disagree, and can you repeat them? Yes, I understand.
Our duel begins now. Fight with valor!
Fight with Valor. Fight with him.
I'll get on it.
I'm sick of hiding!
Enough. Your strength is sufficient to the task. The staff is yours.
Thank you. Of course it is. Attack. Is there any other way you can help me? Stay with me when I leave the Fade. Is So we're done. Will it stay with me when I leave the Fade?
I suspect not.
Thank you.
May you find glory in all your achievements, mortal.
Alright, so now we have a new item. We have our, oh, these are some DLC things. We have Valor's Staff, which, like, isn't great, but it means we don't have to hit the Fade things anymore, like, with our hands. These shimmering orbs of light are helpful to sit in the Fade, essentially. And this Formari tome, I am going to go ahead and use it because all it does is give you a point to spend on a skill, and there's no need to not do it early. So let's go ahead and do that. And go ahead and level up. So we don't get any attributes or specialization points, but we do get another skill point, which I am going to go ahead and I think I might go ahead and put a point into combat training just so that, well, my spells aren't going to be interrupted at this level. Maybe let's do a point into survival then. Alright. Let's go kill the demon and get us on out of the Fade before we take way too long in here and the Templars have to kill us. Sorry. A little more roleplay than usual. Let's go.
And there is a spirit of rage.
Here he is.
And so it comes to me at last. Soon I shall see the land of the living with your eyes, creature. You shall be mine, body and soul.
I really like the design of the Rage Demons. It's 2 against 1, you ready to fight us both? If I lose, the Templars will still cut you down. Then come and get me if you can. If I lose, the Templars will still cut you down.
They are welcome to try. So this creature is your offering, Mouse. Another plaything as per our arrangement.
I'm not offering you anything. I don't have to help you anymore.
Oh. And after all those wonderful meals we have shared, now suddenly the mouse has changed the rules?
I'm not a mouse now, and soon I won't have to hide. I don't need to bargain with you.
We shall see.
Alright, so start us off with just working on the demon because it's going to do a lot more
alright.
damage than other things.
Die already!
Well, Bear's not looking too hot. Let's see if we can get him a shimmering orbs of light. There we go. There we go. I didn't know when Winter Scratch didn't work earlier. It said resisted. There we are. Now let's handle these Whisperates. I need... Oh, never mind.
You did it. You actually did it. When you came, I hoped that maybe you might be able to... But I never really thought any of you were worthy.
This is all a little too easy. The ones you betrayed before me, what were their names? Sounds like your help was unusual. Why? The ones you betrayed before me, what were their names?
What? They were not as promising as you. It was a long time ago. I don't remember their names. I don't even remember my own name. It's the Fade, and the Templars killing me. Like they tried with you.
So what is it that you think you can get from me? Anything to survive, like an animal, or worse. I understand necessity. Now, what now? So what is it that you think you can get from me?
You defeated a demon. You completed your test. With time, you will be a master enchanter with no equal.
There's the
And
goal
maybe
again.
there's hope in that for someone as small and as forgotten as me. If you want to help, there may be a way for me to leave here, to get a foothold outside. You just need to want to let me in.
I'm starting to think the other demon wasn't my test. Let you in? I'll find mages away from the Templars. We'll get you out. Not my problem, Mouse. I'm starting to think the other demon wasn't my test.
What do you... Of course it was. What else is here that could harm an apprentice of your potential?
You.
You are a smart one.
Simple killing is a warrior's job. The real dangers of the Fade are preconceptions, careless trust, pride.
I will say I never noticed that he was a pride demon before. I was always like, why does it go into this weird angle?
Keep your wits about you, mage. True tests never end.
This test has ended, and we will wake up all nice and comfy cozy in our bed.
Are you alright? Say something, please.
And we'll pick up with Jowen next time.